I really love the fact that the people that we work with are people who don't have the everyday things that we take for granted all the time. And just the fact that we got to help them, and just the smiles on their faces to have people visit them and talk to them and play with them and things like that. It's just something that is special, I guess. So I was really nervous, but I guess really excited at the same time, because I knew kind of what to expect from the first mission trip. But then the idea of going to a different place, a new place, also, I guess, kind of made me a little nervous. But just really looking forward to another amazing week of God-filled surprises, I guess. I was expecting a God high, as people would call it, a mountaintop experience, because I did experience that the year before, but I wasn't expecting anything that would affect my life from there on, or anything. I don't know, you hear people who have these crazy moments and you're like, and that's when I knew, or that's when this happened, and from that moment on everything was different. I really wasn't expecting anything like that. I mean, I was only going to be a senior in high school, and you know, at that point you're still kind of looking around like, oh, what am I doing with my life? So I wasn't really expecting anything huge, I guess. In Milwaukee, I was working at a camp for adults and children with disabilities. At the camp, we would sing songs with them. We helped them write numbers on calendars, played games, played wiffle ball, golf, and frisbee and things like that. Just really getting to talk with the individuals and get to know their story. People who don't always get to tell their story, people who get overlooked a lot. It was really neat. And I met this one man who I'm not exactly sure what his disability was. His name was Robert, and he was in a wheelchair, and he couldn't really talk very much, but he always had this brilliant smile on his face, and he would always say, guess what? And you'd be like, what, Robert? And then he would just kind of go, not really say anything. So you're like, okay, but you know, you'd always be like, guess what? Because it made him excited. The last day, we were giving everyone hugs and saying goodbye and everything. It was really sad because I'd gotten to know a lot of the guys really well, and they were amazing. And I went to hug Robert last, and I was about to cry anyway because, I don't know, I just really felt a connection with those people. And I was like, okay, Robert, we're leaving, you know, I gotta give you a hug and say bye. And he goes, guess what? And I'm like, okay, you know, what's he gonna say this time? Same old, same old. I'm like, okay, what, Robert? And he was like, I love you. And I was just like, jaw drop, like instant tears. It was just undescribable how I felt. It was amazing. And it was strange because I think the day before, one of the workers at the camp had said to me, you know, you're really good at working with these people. You know, you should look into doing it, you know. And I was like, oh, I've never thought about that before. And you know, they kind of told me, like, you know, you could do occupational therapy, you could do this and that. And I was like, okay, you know. And then as soon as Robert said that, I was just like, wow, I love this. It was amazing. Going on the mission trip to Milwaukee definitely had an impact on my life. Before then, I had no idea really what I wanted to do as a career, and I had a couple ideas, but I never dreamed that I would work with people with disabilities. When I went to New Orleans the year before and I found out I was working with people with disabilities, I was like scared to death because I had no idea how to talk to them, how to, you know, I didn't know what to say or anything. But I don't know, I think it was a godsend that I was placed with the people with disabilities again the year after, and that I don't know, I found out that I really had a passion and a heart for working with them. Currently, I am pursuing occupational therapy at Mizzou, and luckily I just got into the program this March. I'm really excited. I get to start this summer with 25 other individuals, and in 3 years I will be done and I will be able to start working as an occupational therapist.